Up next, we have another powerhouse voice in artificial intelligence, bringing insight, innovation, and real-world impact. This speaker will talk about from scroll to sold AI storytelling that turns your personal brand into a magnet. Kimetha Dunn is a human AI relationship strategist, speaker, and founder of the Fadila Group, a consultancy that helps teams make workflows AI ready so adoption sticks and outcomes improve. She currently serves as a senior user researcher at Cox Automotive, specializing in logistics and real-world AI implementation. Kimetha previously led research at Microsoft on Copilot and generative AI, turning emerging technology into trusted, usable experiences. Please welcome Kimetha Dunn. Drop your welcomes in the comments and join me in giving a big AI Power Circle welcome to our next speaker.
Awesome. Perfect. I am so excited to be here for anyone who knows me because I blasted myself everywhere. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, it doesn't matter. So if you guys are here, hello, thank you so much for being here. And real quick, you guys, if you have kids, put a 1 in the chat for me. Put a 1 in the chat. You have kids? Good. Me too. And it's Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if they come in here, you guys bear with me, okay? But they have their tablets. So I'm very excited to speak with you today. And I want to talk to you about branding and what it means to go from scroll to sold. If you are anything like me, I have a job that has a lot of mental work. So when I get home, I like to, just kind of scroll and see what's going on. So let's talk about how we can do that, but how we can also monetize on that and just really be able to control this identity and this branding identity. So today, that is what we are going to talk about. And let me tell you a little bit about what the Fadila Group does. So we do a number of things. We do trainings. We help organizations, entrepreneurs, things like that when it comes to all things AI. I am an AI consultant, but I have a personal joy when it comes to personal branding, whether it's a GPT creation or digital asset creation or AI videos. Today, we're going to discover Sora. And at the end of this, you're going to be able to have your first video if you have 2 screens like me. But we focus on these things. We focus on really making sure that companies, businesses, entrepreneurs understand what personal branding is. And how many of you know that branding is not just for companies, right? It's for all of us. And I do want to put this disclaimer out there because I am creative and quite fun. These are my ideas only and not a part of don't sue her if I say anything incorrect, but I won't. All right, so let's talk about this. Do people know who you are? At work, you have a title. People know what you do at work. But am I able to go to your LinkedIn and know what you do and know what you stand for? Am I able to go to your Instagram and say, oh, Lee is a person who really cares about the environment, or Lee is a millionaire, really gives to, different programs and different products. He or she is a philanthropist. Do people know that about you? Do people know what you do? And what I found out, and when it comes to branding, pictures, images, videos, that determines what people know about you. So put in the chat, how many of you can give me a raised hand, a number 1, anything like that. How many of you do not have a social media account? Maybe you have an Instagram, but you don't have a LinkedIn and you've been working at your job for 10 years. Or you've been working for 12 years and, they're talking about AI may take your job. How do you get another one? Who do you know? Do they know you? That's what we're going to talk about today. So I have some fun stuff, but I am an educator by trade. So of course I had some pretty slides for you, but let's talk about what these stories do. First, stories outperform sales pitches. How many of you have been on Instagram or TikTok shop and they went on there and said, oh, you can do this turmeric spray and it'll take care of those blemishes on your face. And then they show somebody with a similar skin tone who actually have some blemishes that went away. It wasn't the product that sold me, it was the story. Right? How many of us have gone through that? Or if you have kids like me, they're on YouTube all the time because they're looking at Roblox stories. It's amazing, almost like soap operas for kids. And they're engulfed in this game because of the story. So I want us to think about it. For business, it's a sales pitch, right? But when it comes to you, if you go to my LinkedIn, you'll have an idea of what I do. Why? Because I'm posting and I'm telling the story. So I want us to think about that. When you show up with a clear narrative, your audience, they don't just notice you. You guys don't just notice me. You're going to trust me because of the stories that I tell, because you can see my face. And ideally, you're going to come up with some assumptions. But telling the right story can be a game changer. So, your job is not your identity. I have to say this because I see so many people, including myself, we're stuck in what we do 9 to 5 every day. And you kind of forget that there's another part of you. I'm a researcher by trade. Research is fun, not really. Yes, but not really, right? But I have a whole creative side. I was a journalism major, right? Why would I not explore those things? So I want you to know that your job is not just your identity, and it's up to you to determine what that brand looks like. Now, because this is 2026 and we're in the world of AI, what's really interesting is you now have a digital brand. If people don't know you from work, we don't know who you are. But when you go on there and you post about yourself and you introduce yourself to the world with what you do, I introduce myself as an AI relationship strategist, right? Why? Because I know how to communicate with the technology, right? And if you know how to communicate correctly, just like a relationship, it's going to go pretty well. But if you don't, 50% of the world's divorced because people aren't able to communicate, right? So same things here. When you're giving out your identity and you're telling people about you, you want to make sure that you have some sort of visibility of what you do. People know me as a researcher, but now they also know me as a person who can brand and help create things that never existed before. All because I was visible. I created consistency. When you have consistency, people start believing you. How many people you know said, I want to do AI, who never did anything? I want to do AI. They come to the summit today, but they're scared to give the little money. Trust me, it's little when you start making big money. I promise you that. Living witness, right? And last thing, you have to make your story memorable. I only talk about things that I believe in, period. Because I'm animated and I'm that person. So I only talk about things that I believe in and things that are important to me. And as a result, I'm memorable. Ideally, I hope I am. I'm memorable because I'm believing in what I say. So, with that, what we're going to do today, we're going to have a personal brand message. We're going to set up a Sora prompt. You can find Sora either through ChatGPT. There is a link there, or you can go right to sora.chatgpt.com. I'll give you a visual in a minute. And then we're going to ideally create our first video. What I want you to do at the end of this, what I would love for you to do is post it on my LinkedIn so I can see how this was for you. I'll give you all that information in a bit. So you can also use ChatGPT. My ChatGPT is named Winston because I really like Sherlock Holmes. So Winston helps me out all the time. Sometimes I have a good idea. I just put it in there. I see what the video looks like, and then I go to Chat, and then I tell Chat what I want the video to look like, and it gives me parameters. Don't worry. I will give you an idea of what that looks like. And then at the end of this, I'll have you guys sign up. I'm going to send you a 10 prompt branding prompt book. So you can have a couple of awesome images. You can have a couple of videos that you can do for yourself or your business. So that's coming up as well. So with that, I want to do a live demonstration, but I recorded it as well, just in case the internet was funny, and I will be talking through this. So let me know if you can or can't hear it. If you can see it, give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Okay. I'm assuming yes. So welcome to Sora. This is my Sora page. You have the ability to create any type of videos that you want. As you see here, I made a Valley Ranch video. Who knows? Maybe they'll give me the big bucks. I made a video for Valentine's Day because I didn't have one this year. That's crazy. Even on here, you can make all types of things. I took a picture of food and made it animated. I do vision boards for myself because I will be a millionaire. I am already, just waiting for my environment to catch up. This really gives me those ideas. So for you, I want you to create a character. And what you're going to do here is you're going to click on this option. And these will be a little different for you, but it's going to have you take a picture, go left, right, up, down, and it'll have you speak. Once you do this, and don't worry, it's recording me, but once you do this, this is what allows Sora to create an actual image of you that looks real, just like you're seeing here. You'll also have the ability to create rules. So if you don't want people to put you on their videos, if you want to let them know your gender, you want to give it specific instructions about yourself, you can do all of that. Just keep in mind it can change your picture. So I kind of just left it there and let it know I was a female. But once you do that, then you'll see this image, and this is pretty much your homepage where all of your videos that you have posted will be. Now, another thing that you can do, this is where you're going to actually describe the video. Pretty much what I did here is I used ChatGPT. You can see how specific it is. I said I want a cinematic video like I'm in a Hollywood studio. So it gave me those specific instructions. Once your video is ready, you're going to get that little prompt. These videos can take 30 seconds or 3 minutes, depending on how intricate it is. And what you see here is just an example of my idea. So I put here, give me a 14-second prompt, gave it my idea, and then chat pretty much put it in the format for it to be absolutely beautiful. It's one thing to put an idea in there. It's another thing to give it second by second storyline so that it can be, that much better, that much more beautiful, especially if you're looking to sell these things, which you can do without your Sora watermark. Different conversation. You just have to pay for it pretty much. But that's what we have here. So this is an example of how quick it is to be able to create a video. And you also have the ability to create a video with someone else in it. So I am a visual person. I do vision boards every year. This year I did video vision boards. So you'll see here that I did a little prompt and I have Sam Altman in my video because why not? He's going to give me my first $1 million. And these are just different examples of all of the different videos that we have here that you can do. So what we are going to do today is, or hopefully you guys can see the audio, but here's an example of a video that I made. Welcome home, madam. Anything is possible with AI. My voice was a little deep, but that's pretty awesome, right? You'll see to my right, your left, the instructions. I got that directly from ChatGPT, and this is what allowed that to be so beautiful and so cinematic. I don't know how long I had this go on. Let's see what we're going to do next. Awesome. So I'm back to my page. And again, just giving you an example of all of the different things that I've done. You're really just one idea away. Um, I made a million. It was silly, but I had $1 million in my bag, and that's pretty much what I had Sam Altman do. Now, this is one without a prompt, without using ChatGPT. And you can see that I'm in the sky with a bag of $100 bills, and Sam Altman comes in a spaceship from Virgin Island, the music company. And then that's the video. And then here are just different examples. So you can see how beautiful videos can be. The video with the ants and things like that, beautiful. The video with the beautiful woman. And then you have a monkey talking to a teddy bear, right? So you have so many different options. This is how you can use this for business. You can use it for yourself and claiming your creativity to show people what you are doing and what you're thinking about. You see a couple of cartoons on here. I have 3 kids under 9. They're amazing and crazy. And so they're always in my business, always using my phone. Why not have them create a video? Why not have them create content? They're going to look at it all day, right? So this is just an excellent example of what this looks like. And then one more thing that I'm going to show you with Sora is you have the ability to do 1 to 3 videos at once. You also have the ability to change the duration. So it could be a 10-second video. It can be a 15-second video. And then here, my handle for Sora is Kimetha714. So when you create your first video, I want you guys to tag me on that, tag me in LinkedIn. But this is just a really, really good example of what you can do in a 5-minute video. And I'm going to go through the rest of the slides. Given time, we're going to do one live today. But I'm super interested because I have 2 screens. So if you guys see me looking around, I haven't seen all of these chats, but I'm seeing some fire. Cool. Thank you, Focus Lady. I love your name. Betsy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Denise. It's amazing what you can do when you can control your digital identity. Now, keep in mind, this is just fun and games. But I have a business called the Fadila Group. You better believe I've been making videos for that. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute as well. So The thing that you want to make sure that you're always thinking about is clarity, consistency, and conversations. I am learning the older that I get that it's not, people aren't necessarily smart per se. We have technology for that, but they have a good idea and they're consistent. So if I can be clear on my ability to create videos from an idea, if I can be clear on the GPTs of the world, the Geminis and the chats, to give it my idea for it to now put it in the proper format for it to create a beautiful image, all I have to do is be consistent and post it every day. And guess what I've been doing for the last 90 days? And guess who randomly pops up on my LinkedIn? Hey, I saw that you've done this video. My company needs this. Can you do it? You will be surprised what comes to you. I have a quote by the late Dr. Miles Monroe. It's one of my favorite pastors. I have a couple, but he's one of my favorite pastors that's no longer with us. But I took this to heart when I heard him say this. He says, if people know what you do, then they know what to come to you for. So I want to
Yes.
say that. Let me say that again. If people know what you do, then they know what to come to you for. It wasn't until I started posting on LinkedIn, started posting on my Facebook, started posting on my Instagram that my classmates and coworkers knew that I even cared about this stuff. Because as a researcher, I'm very serious. It's going to be serious. But here I get to have fun and I get to express myself and I get to be this person that I actually am. And it's amazing. And people pay me for it. Give me a break. So if you're anything like me, right? If you're anything like me and you're looking to, do something different, or you just want to express yourself, or you just want to see what's out there, or you just want to play with AI because it can be a little overwhelming, man, just get into it and you'll be so, so surprised. So, what I would like for us to do, based off of what you learned today, once you get the video, I want you to create your first video, whether it's for your business, for yourself, for your kids, for your grandkids. And I want you to tag me in it and post it. And then, and that's pretty much what these directions are here. So this QR code, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, you guys just keep checking on the chat. But this QR code is going to take you to a Google's Forms docs. There's 4 questions: your name, your email address, those are required. Your phone number, you don't have to give it to me, but it'll be nice, but you don't have to if you're not comfortable. I'm asking for a 5-star rating or a rating from 1 to 5. I do want you to be honest. This just gives me an idea of my presentation skills, how I can be the best version of myself, and good criticism is always important, as well as praises. So that is what this is for. One thing that you're going to get once you fill that out, you're going to get a branding prompt book that I created. It's beautiful and it's going to have 10 different prompts. 5 of them are going to be Sora videos that you can copy and paste, put your name in there, all of that stuff to create videos. And then the other 5 are going to be for Gemini to make beautiful images. So if any of you follow me, you know that how you look matters. Same thing in the digital world. How the digital world sees you matters. If somebody Googles your name, what comes up, right? So I also have some prompts there to create beautiful images of yourself, things that you can put as profile pictures or whatever the case may be. And I have no idea how much time I have because I did not press start on my stopwatch. So please let me know how much time I have left. But I'm going to leave you with this as well. If we have time left, I would love to do a live demonstration. We can do it together, but I want to respect the time and I have no idea how much time I have. But you guys, I do everything. So let's connect. The first QR code is your freebie. Please click on that. I would love to get you these prompts. I want you to post it. Let me know your thoughts and how fun this can be, but also how wonderful it can be to brand your business and possibly even get paid once you start getting really good at this. And then the second one is for LinkedIn. It's also in the chat. Why not connect? It's not what you know, it's who you know a lot of the times. Last thing is all of my stuff. Yes, I have a website. Yes, I have a personal website because I speak and do all of these things. And again, if people know what I do, repeat it. They know what to come to me for. I also have my Sora tag, my YouTube. All of these things are going in that algorithm because guess what I'm doing? I'm controlling how this world sees Kimetha Dunn. You better believe it. You absolutely better believe it. And I want to encourage you to do the same.